So I'm speaking today with Ziad Hakim.
Hi.
Ziad, how are you?
Fine, thank you. And you?
Good. And you just come from the Worldwide Developers Conference, the Apple Developers Conference in San Francisco.
Yeah.
How was it?
It was great. It was really nice.
What did you personally get out of it?
We saw a lot of new things. What the guys do, they have a really good job done. Have new devices, new software. It was a lot of really good sessions, and yeah.
You got a chance to talk to some of the Apple developers?
They have a lot of labs, and all the Apple engineers, the guy we sit with them, ask them, show our product, speak with other developers. It was really interesting, and yeah.
So your product is it's a product that you're building for the iPhone.
Yeah.
What is that? What's it trying to do?
I wrote a product application that access Lotus Domino server, IBM Lotus Domino server, the Domino directory, and to make address lookup.
Okay.
And and just get contact information of the person you're searching for on the fly and use this information.
So the application Domino is IBM's Lotus's data store. They have these notes databases that include, among other things, names and addresses.
Name and address books. The domain directory that all the users are registered in this domain are in the domain directory.
Okay.
And you can access the Domino server over the internet.
From the iPhone.
From the iPhone. If the server let you access over the internet.
Okay.
HTTPS or HTTP. And make an address lookup. You can save the data for later use offline. Okay. Well, there is a product that makes synchronization between the address book of the Domino server or other directory server and the iPhone. What I don't want to make a synchronization because some companies have a really big database or big directory, like 200,000.
So a synchronization tool would actually bring the entire directory down to your iPhone.
And I don't think
that's too much.
It's too much. I think I don't need all information of my directory server on my iPhone. I need just Mr. X, Mr. Y, and that's why I search for him and look for telephone number, address, open the address in the Google Map application and know how to go there. That's it.
Okay, so you're just much more lightweight.
Yeah, it's a lightweight. It's a really small application, not very big, and very easy to use.
Okay, and I think I'd safe to say the disadvantage of yours is that you must be connected to the internet at the time that you use your application.
Yeah,
okay.
Over Wi-Fi or 3G.
Okay. And I happen to know that you were born in Syria, educated in Russia, and you live in Berlin, and your wife is Greek.
Yeah,
that's not really the reason. The communication issue that we have, issue that we have is that you're a Mac and I'm a PC.
Okay.
So I do a lot of software development, but it's all on the PC and the .NET.
Yeah.
I don't really know Can you help me to understand how does iPhone development work? How do you get started in that as a developer? Is there a development environment?
Yeah, there is development environment. A friend of mine, I was writing before Java.
Okay.
Yeah, and friend of mine sent me, give me a gift, Apple, Apple MacBook. Yeah. And he tell me when you'll have it, you'll love it. Yeah. And I begin to work with it. I look. Last year when I came here to Worldwide Developer Conference of Apple 2008, and he said they have new device, iPhone, and they open this app store. This is, all the stuff come with me, and we look at what they'll have. No? Okay. I used to work for software for IBM as a developer and as WebSphere and Domino server.
Okay.
Yeah, but last year I came with him. And we saw this conference, and I was really excited. Apple give you tools that you can work with it, develop in Objective-C and C.
Okay.
And all the tools are in Xcode, and there is a simulator for the iPhone. And
tell me a little bit about that. What are the tools like that actually get you to start writing code?
Yeah, it's Xcode.
That's an editor.
Editor, and there is a very good documentation.
Okay.
Yeah, about all the apps I use in the iPhone.
Okay.
Yeah, and there is a lot of other tools like performance tool, leaks detector. Yeah, sort of leaks, object allocation to show how to make your software better work and more performance issue, smaller fingerprint, memory fingerprint.
Okay, and as you're, so that's one of the big challenges of working on any mobile device is you have much less resources. You have less memory.
Yeah,
you have
that's
less
true.
Screen real estate.
That's true.
It's just a.
You have to care about that, and there is really very good advising documentation how to do that, and tools to analyze your code, and so where is the problem, how to make a better code.
And I assume you own an iPhone, right?
Yeah.
As you're developing, are you testing it on your iPhone?
Of course. You first stage, of course, you test it on the simulator.
The simulator is just something on screen.
On screen, it's really work fine. But of course, if you are so far, you have to work on the device because it's not the same CPU, not the same memory. It's much slower. But you have to test to see if it's the same performance you have. Or acceptable performance or good performance.
How does that deployment work? How do you get the
you plug it on your iPhone to your computer, to your Mac, and just you have to. There is some steps that have to work to write provisioning profiles that you are allowed this device that you develop your code on the device or test your code on the device.
Well, what do you mean by allowed?
I'll tell you. You have to be a partner of Apple program. I don't know the real name of this. It's you have to log into Apple and pay I think $100 for a year to be
as a developer. You have to buy a license from Apple in order to deploy to this device.
It's really not big money. You have all these tools, and you can register your device ID, and make a provisioning profile and install it on the device, and then allow you to install your application on the device and define your device as a developer device.
Okay, so what you're saying is that license only allows you to deploy only to your iPhone.
That's it.
So it's not really a commercial license.
You can't give every people.
Okay, and so once your application is completely up and running and debugged and ready for commercial, I assume you want to sell this and make something off of it. How do you sell it? How do you get on other people's devices?
When you finished your application, as a registered iPhone developer with Apple, you can make a provisional profile for ready to sell and send it. It will be signed with Apple, and you send it to Apple App Store to Apple. They'll approve it. Yeah.
What does that take to approve it?
Approve, they check if. I don't know. Nobody know exactly what they approve to, but I think it's not allowed to have pornography. Not allowed to have. I don't know what big
probably viruses.
I think so. And of course, if it's not buggy application, if it's buggy applications, they don't let it on the App Store. I believe. I don't know exactly.
So it's harder to distribute an application for the iPhone than it is for any other platform.
No, it is not hard.
There are barriers that don't exist. So if I wanted to write a piece of software for a PC, I could write it. I could just post it out on my blog. People could download it. They could install it. And they're taking a chance because they don't know me. They may not trust me. It could be buggy. It could have viruses. It could have.
Yeah, I think, but with the App Store is a really good idea because you have centralized the people who are they're searching for applications.
Sure.
You know how they know who I am, where I am.
Okay.
And here I need application. I go to the App Store. I search for business application. I see it's top 10, and I read the description about the application, download it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really.
So that's centralized repository of.
It's a very nice idea.
Stores.
You don't think so? Yeah.
No, I actually don't have a lot of experience with this. I don't have enough data to form an opinion on it.
Yeah.
It seems to me that you're absolutely right. It makes an easier one-stop shop. It makes it easier for Apple to vet the applications and make sure that they meet some minimal quality standards before they allow them there. It also gives Apple essentially a monopoly on what you can buy. So it reduces competition. So in that way, it's there's some drawbacks from that.
What do you think? What you mean to reduce competition?
Well, if let's say Amazon.com or Buy.com wants to sell Apple applications or applications for the iPhone, they cannot do that. Correct?
No. But they can do something that develop application and sell it for their employee. Or if I'm developer and I've been hired from a big company and give me some special
for
request.
internal applications.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can make application for them. They have to register themselves as enterprise program with Apple, and they are allowed to that develop application for them, just for them. It's not will be online on the App Store.
And when do you think your application will be ready on the Apple Store?
I think next week.
Next week?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
Probably by the time this is
I don't know how long. Nobody know how long it will take in the, till this improvement, because they have really every day. I think I believe really lot of application come every day. They have to go through all of them and check if everything is okay.
What's the name of your application?
It's called NAP Search.
NAP?
NAB.
NAB?
NAB Search. NAB in name and address book. It's all name of a domain directory, or name that the people use for domain directory, and search because you search for a person.
Well, that's interesting. Those are all English words. Is the application only available in English?
No, English and German.
English and German.
First, later maybe I'll translate to other languages. It's just you have to translate this, the text to all the strings.
Yep.
Just the user say.
All right. Well, best of luck to you.
Thank
Thanks
you.
a lot for being on my show.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.